Hello, all of my sleepy bears. My name's Chronically Blue. Welcome back to some more Crash Bandicoot 2. So for all of y'all, nothing changed. For me, a lot has changed. We're going back to hanging out because somehow I missed the crystal. It's bound to happen to everyone at least once. I feel like that's awesome. I feel like it's just mandatory. Okay, cool. Seriously off my groove. But I feel like it's almost mandatory in order to miss a crystal at least once throughout a Crash game. I feel like that's just like par for the course, you know? But thankfully, because we've already gotten the box gem, yeah, you know, the more difficult, cool. Because we've already gotten the box gem, the more difficult of the two, it means that we don't have to break all the boxes this time around. I'm mostly going to be doing it just for the Akus. Other than that, we should be pretty fine, but I'm still going to take it very carefully because they like to camp. They like to snipe ya. They really do. So as long as you just jumping and spinning, we should be all dandy. But it's so weird that I missed it, and I watched the video back just to make sure. Yeah, there was nothing. I did not see it at all. I'm like, that is insane. How could I possibly have missed that? So, I don't know. Things happen. But that's okay. Now, something that you may or may not know, if you've been following me on TikTok, which, yeah, I know I made a whole, like, almost a series talking about the TikTok shutdown and like how horrible it is. I'm like, no, I'm gonna miss it. Yeah, it's not shut down. Just in case you were wondering and or cared. Yes, it's not shut down. But there's been a lot of stuff going on, and I am unable to comment on most of it because I prefer to keep myself very, very Aaron Burr, if you will. I just like to not show my sides. I like to keep it inside because, you know, my sides are not really going to add or subtract. Well, they're definitely not going to add anything, but they will absolutely subtract. Just because, you know, we don't even need to really talk about this in general, but I'm fully aware that I am beating around the bush as heavily, thank you Crash, as heavily as I possibly can, because I just want everyone to have a fun time. I don't want anyone to have to like come here and be like, oh great, another person talking about stuff I'm trying to escape from, and I completely get that. So, that being said, jiggle jiggle jiggle, there's stuff, and you know, it's a thing, and that's about as much as I can say about it. So, I'm fully aware, not the most helpful, does not show you what side I am on, and that's okay with me. Honestly, I'm okay with not showing my side and just being like, hey, just so you know, things are happening. But the thing is, because it's so heckin' generalized. Is that it right there? I totally missed it. Oh my goodness, I did not see that whatsoever. That is insane. That is absolutely insane. I can't believe I fully missed this. And I don't mean like I just missed it. No, I like saw the video back and I still did not see it whatsoever. So, well, I guess, you know, joke's on me. So, but thank you, Crash. Hey, not the worst thing ever. Only took about 4 minutes to go through and do it. I'm quite alright with that. Now, as you recall, last episode, we did a bunch of stuff. We did little side things. We got a lot of the gems. We got, I want to say, the rest of the challenging stuff, so we don't really have to worry about that anymore. Ish. We don't have to worry about that anymore. Ish. There's still going to be some stuff here. But for the most part, the going to levels and such and having to re-go through it and do a bit. Oh my goodness. You made me a gravestone. But going through and my goodness, I apologize. and repeating certain levels in order to, thank you, Crash, to get the different boxes and gems and such. That is all far away from us now, honestly, which is fantastic. We still have the stupid bees, which everyone knows, least, okay, cool. Well, at least we get to see this, so, you know, that's something. But yes, everyone hates the bees. It is very well known. But I can't say that there's been a little thing that's come up for me, and this part I can't talk about, where there's been a new rule implemented, which oh my goodness, it's where I get most of my entertainment. I just watch stuff while I'm at work, and I'm just like absolutely like having I'm absolutely just having like a fun time just watching stuff and just like doing my thing. Okay, I wasn't sure if the bees were coming or not. Gotcha. But yes, I would just do my thing and like watch stuff at work and be completely fine. Ooh. Oh my goodness. But with that, out of here. Oh no. I gotta be really careful here. I don't want to mess this up. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, the bright side is that we can honestly just like tap the boxes. Now, once we come out, we're going to have to jump right back down in because the bees will be coming for us, as you can no doubt tell. So once you get out again, then we can do this. Do that. Oh no. Gotta do the electric slide now. Oh no. Ooh, my goodness. Where was the checkpoint box even? Okay, it was there. Ugh. Thank you, Crash. I very much enjoy this game of let's get stabbed. But I apologize. I keep getting off. Thank you, Crash. I keep getting off topic because I keep getting distracted. But I am unable to be watching my shows anymore, which it's not the worst thing ever. It just means I'm like going to have to resort to like only listening to the audios of them and or podcasts. So if you have any podcasts that you'd like to recommend, I am all ears for it. The thing is, most podcasts are just like too slow for me, unfortunately. Like, so many of them are just slow, and I'm just like, I don't know if I really can, honestly. I'm gonna wait for this to start and then go. There we go. Gotcha. And to the hole. Ooh, much better. Yeesh, how many boxes are even in here? Ooh, that is a lot. My goodness. Well, it's a good thing we got the slide jump. And into the hole. Yeah. Okay. Now that we've done that, you may see these nitros. Touching them does not do anything, but if we get to the top, it will teleport us up. In the original Crash 2 game, there was 2 Wampa Fruit up there, believe it or not. But yes, so this is a little secret area for us to get one of the gems. In fact, that gem specifically. So that's kind of important. I don't believe there are any boxes here, but I just want to be sure. Okay, I see the nitros, but I really don't think those would count. In fact, I'm almost certain those don't count. But that's the thing, I really don't want to mess up and then have to like waste everyone's time, so I'm gonna have to go through it and just make sure that there are no boxes there. I'm pretty certain that it's only nitros, but I really want to make sure. And yes, I really just like getting the Wampa Fruits up here. And let me go up here. However, I do have some uplifting news, aside from me not being able to watch TV shows anymore at work. And that is, I have voice acted in a few things by the time you're saying this, believe it or not. That's right. So, let me elaborate. I found this website called castingcall.club. And the way I found it was someone on TikTok, yeah, of course, it's always TikTok, was like, hey, I'm having auditions. come check it out if you're a voice actor. Which I'm like, fantastic. You know, I've always wanted to like try voice acting. I'm so excited to like give this a shot. And ooh, my heart and a half. Okay. I apologize. I know I'm not really talking here. Ooh, I just need, okay. I'm gonna take a breather moment here. There's this website called castingcall.club. It's for voice actors. I found it because on TikTok, someone was talking about how they were doing auditions, and Casting Call was one of the ways for you to audition. That or Google Docs. So I went to castingcall.club, and what it is it is a free website where you can make an account and then just apply to a bunch of different spots. Not only... Ooh, my goodness. Not only... Get out of here with that nonsense. Not only voice acting, but other stuff as well. You've got to be kidding me. What am I even supposed to do with you? I guess I'm supposed to take the hit and then hit him. I guess that's what I'm supposed to do. Wait, does this go to a bonus round? Was this mandatory? I don't know where that took me. Okay, well at least we know that there was nothing important there, so that's good. Onward! But if you are a music producer or an animator or something, there's something there for everyone. If you're a writer, a script writer, in fact, I actually was a writer for one thing, which still kind of baffles me how that happened. But, but yes, so the two things that I'm on, I'm not certain about one of them, but I can say fully that the other one has been out since the beginning of February. And what it is the SSPD, aka Robotnik files, and I will happily link that in the description so you can check that out. Oh my goodness, my heart. And it is, I want to say it's fictional files of Dr. Eggman while he's creating Metal Sonic. And if that interests you, if you're just, get away from there. Mean knees. If that interests you, you can definitely check that out. The other thing that I did, which I was also a scriptwriter for and a voice actor for, is this little pilot called 12's a Crowd. I have no idea if it is out at this point in time, but if it is, I am... that hurts me. I will happily link it in the bio. And the reason why this is so important to me is because... oh, yay, awesome. I love when system stuff is ready to install. Get away from my nonsense, you hooligans and whatever you are. Get out of here. Yeesh. I need a moment to catch my breath. But I voiced one of the 12 characters, and I was also the scriptwriter for the pilot. So that was really cool. I don't mean like I was the one that wrote the entire script, but I wrote like, it was like a 50-50. Where like, the creator and I just like went in at like different times of the day, and we were like, yeah, this is good. And so we just like added on to it or fix little things to make it a little more comedic. So yeah, it was, I can officially say that I'm a scriptwriter now. I mean, I did it one time, and aside from that, that's about as much as I've got. But when okay, so here's the thing. I've been reading this book, and it's not like that. It is a fictional book. It's not about like anything like horrible that is going on in today's society. I mean, it kind of is, but like, you know what I mean. The point is, it is a book, and I cannot say the title of it or the author because it is inappropriate. But I would like to air my grievances with said book. It is an enemy to lovers. If you don't know what that means, it is a trope where the two people that are going to fall in love start as enemies. Because of course they do. Why wouldn't they, you know? I mean, there's many different ways for them to start, but this one is its enemies, which I enjoy that, and I was very excited for this, quite honestly. However, very early on, in the very first chapter, we find out the reason why they are enemies. Let me go ahead and preface this for you a little bit, just put you on something here. Get in there. I'm certain the bees are coming. They're not? Okay. Fantastic. So, these two people are writing letters to each other for 7 years. They just consistently write to each other, and they swore to each other to never look up the other's address or their social media, anything like that. Well, one day, the guy decides to look it up, and he sees her, and he is upset. For what reason, you may ask? Is it because she has a horrible tattoo with a really dark, horrible meaning to it? Is it because she is secretly like some long-lost relative that he thought was long dead? No. He's upset with her because she is prettier than he imagined. If that is not the dumbest reason I've ever heard to hate someone, I don't know what is. Oh, you would. You would. It is the absolutely most idiotic reason to hate someone I have ever heard of. And it does not get better from there. I should preface that. I really don't know what I thought was gonna happen. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen there, so don't know why I'm surprised. But it just gets worse. Because this man hates her because she's prettier than he imagined. I feel like that needs to fully be stated. He does and says really horrible things to her, and it is mind-boggling because he says really horrible things to her to the point where any normal person would just be like, excuse? Okay, I guess I just walked on the y-axis there. But it's where just any reasonable person, I would love to say, would just be like, hey, that's really dumb. I don't like how you're treating me. I'm going to stay away now. Her? Nah. She's like, wow, this is horrible. I need to, like, try to stay away from him. But then, also not. Like, let me then just, like, try to, like, get my little... Oh, my goodness. Let me try to get my 2 cents in here and, like, try to make him feel, like, bad about some stuff and try to prove that I'm the bigger person. I'm smarter than he is. And when she stoops to his level, it's just, like, it's supposed to be, like, this really cool moment, I guess. But it's really not, because I'm just like, what are you doing here even? Like this, you can't fight fire with fire and expect to come out on top. That's literally how this happens. Like, no, you're doing the wrong thing here. But she just continues to, and, ow, yeah, I kind of expected that to happen. Yeah, I got pretty far, though. But it just continues, and things just get worse. And it hurts me. It really does. Almost honestly, truly, it hurts because I'm just watching this person out of here. I'm just watching this person try to convince herself that she's doing the right thing by not going to the authorities. And I fully understand if she did go to the authorities. Bada bing, bada boom, end of the story, right? I fully get that. I'm not even gonna try to act like I don't. But my goodness, this is just the most painful book I've ever read. It is so heavily detailed, and I don't mean that as in like the really bad parts are like heavily detailed. No, the everything is, and I'm just like, you have got to be insane. I do not need this specific detail to everything. I don't need to know the way that she rotates her toothbrush when she brushes her teeth. I don't need to know every single time she changes clothes. I mean, I guess that does help, so like that's one thing. But I do not need to know like the way she squinted her eyes when she had to go and like pick up this thing or whatever. It is just something that is not needed whatsoever. And yeah, we got there, so we can just go ahead and die. I mean, hey, we got the gem. We hit a checkpoint. What else more could there be, you know? We've done our part. But it is just insane. the insults get worse, the comments get worse, the actions get worse, and by the time we get to the actual name of the book and what's been going on, that really feels more like the side plot than anything other than the main plot, it doesn't matter. And I say this only a little over halfway through the book so far, so I could easily just be like way misjudging, but I am over halfway through this book and I have enjoyed maybe one moment, if that. After that, it's just not really possible for me to keep enjoying this, and I don't. So, you may be wondering, Chronically Blue, you say that you started reading this book and you hate it. Well, why are you still reading it? Well, that is because I'm doing it for a book club. I've never been part of a book club. I would love to be part of a book club, and for this book club, they said, hey, this is the book that we're going to read. Well, they didn't say that. They specifically had everyone like vote on like what book they wanted to read, and this was the winner. And I'll be honest, I kind of voted for it too. Okay? I didn't know anything about it. I just saw it, and I read the back of it specifically. I'm like, you know what? This doesn't seem bad. Let me go ahead and read this because, you know, it can't be that bad. I've wanted to put it down since the first chapter, and I just haven't. And it's not because I enjoy it. I can definitely tell you that, but it's because I have to finish it so I can then complain about it to the book club. Now, I want you to be fully aware, when I get to this book club, I'm not going to be going on this long, tangential rant about how horrible it is. I'm going to try to use as few negative instances as possible in order to try to not overstate nor overhate this book. Because this book has a lot of 5-star reviews. Why? It beats me, but people like it for some reason, so I'm like, cool, I guess, go off. But the few 1-star reviews that I have found, they are exactly with me here, and nothing can make me feel better than knowing someone out there has the exact same thoughts as me, where this is dumb, this is not romantic whatsoever. It's not. It's not even in the slightest. To the point where I'm about to make my own book, where the reason for hating each other, very valid, and way more, thank you, Crash, way more romantic than this book is, okay? That's about, like, where I'm at here. Because I can do this better. I fully believe I can do this better than some alleged best-selling author, okay? Sure, you know, anyone can be like, Chronically Blue, anyone can say that. It doesn't mean it's true. I don't, you want to believe that? I'm just putting my side out there because I am fully over this. And once I do finish it, keep in mind that this is the beginning, or specifically like the middle of February. I gotta hit this box. There we go. Much better. This is the middle of February. Hey, the checkpoint box, and there we go, all the boxes. I'm recording this in the beginning of February. So, fully keep that in mind. And the book club meets at the middle of February, so I'm already halfway through it. Started the book about like the middle of January. I try to read a chapter a day. I try to force myself to read a chapter a day. So I will have it finished, whether I want to or not. And once I do, I believe I will have my full opinion. But at this point, starting it and going halfway through, it's only gotten worse.
Crash, I have discovered that the opposition is being masterminded by Dr. Nitrous Brio, the inventor of the Evolvo Ray. Brio was responsible for our misunderstandings in the past. He forced me to assist him in his plot for world domination, and he's at it again. He will attempt to stand in our way. Be on your guard, Crash. deliver the crystals to Engine.
You got it. Oh, right. I have to fight Engine now. Now, this one's not bad. I would say this one is actually kind of it's kind of a cool boss battle. From what I recall, I might be thinking of the third one. Yeah, they're basically the same. Okay, yeah, no, it's definitely the Crash 3 that has the best one. So, what do we do here? Well, he's going to... Oh, that's what we do. Ah, okay. Never mind. Yeah, we throw stuff at his things to try to break them. And it's kind of fun. You know, just absolutely just like trying to like break his stuff. And once we do break it, it does fall off. Yeah, we're just throwing like Wampa fruit here. How much Wampa fruit we have, I have no idea, but it is quite an amount. I know that at least. Yeah, we're just sitting here throwing Wampa fruit at him, having a good old time. I'm like, finally, these things are useful for something, you know? And I will say that the little thing does open and close a little too frequently for my liking. You can barely get like 1 or 2 hints in. That was a little... There it goes. Great, only 3 more. Now, what all's left? Why, the missiles, of course. That's right. Yeah. You think he wouldn't have missiles? Everyone has to have missiles. So the best thing to do is to just try to focus on like one area and then just keep aiming for that area to try to make it out alive. And that's about the best that you can do, honestly. But once you see one start to like short out a little bit, that's when you know you're kind of getting to a good little area. At least that's what I want to believe. But it does become difficult because the way that he maneuvers himself, he is actively trying to avoid getting hit. And I can appreciate that detail, but at the same time, it does make it a little difficult for me. So. Okay. We got this last one. Come on. Let me go ahead and hit you with my Wampa. Yeah. Okay, we got one last one. Oh, that's not good. Oh. Okay, you saw where we were. We will come back when we get there. Okay, and we are back. Man, so glad to be back here. Alright, so obviously we know that he's going to like go to that one. Yeah, that's not going to be great. Okay, he's just going to go ahead and remove all the platforms, apparently. Oh, okay. I get it. I have to hit the thing before the platforms come back. Okay. Okay. Whew. Really having me test my luck here. Or press my luck, I should say. Wait. There we go. And mech wrecked. Ah. You know what that means, right? That's right. We're almost there. Where, exactly? Only the end of the game. Yeah. Welcome to the hardest levels. We got Spaced Out, Pack Attack, Night Fright, Rocket, and Piston It Away.
What is your problem, Bandicoot? I will not ask you again to bring me the crystals. Obtain the remaining 5 crystals, Crash, and bring them to me.
Yeah, whatever. So, I want to say there's probably only going to be maybe 2 episodes left. That's assuming I can, like, knock some of these out, like, back to back. Like, considering Rocket doesn't have a challenge gem, I think we should be fine. Like, yeah. Rocket and Pack Attack. So I think if we do those 2, and squeeze Spaced Out, Night Fight, and Piston It Away together, and then do like the boss, I think we should be good. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you all next time. Bye, my sweet bears.